about things that scare us because...
Storm!
Some of us are afraid of storms. So we're trying to keep our mind off the storm, and that's why we drew pictures of things that make us happy.
And making pictures of things that make us happy was great. It really took my mind off of things that I'm scared of.
It was fun, but I think today we should face our fears and try to beat them.
What? I can't beat that storm. It's too big, and there's clouds and lightning, and I can't fly that high.
No, silly parrot, that's not what I mean. I mean, sometimes when you're afraid of things, well, maybe we should talk about them.
Yeah.
And if we talk about them, maybe we can learn why we're afraid of them. And if we know why we're afraid of them, maybe we don't have to be scared anymore.
Oh, I have something that we should try out.
What is it?
Well, okay, I think we should make a paper chain, and on each chain we should write what we're afraid of. And then as we cut each chain paper in the paper chain, we can then release our fears.
And guys, guess what Turtle just said? He said he's never made a paper chain before, so this can be our something new for the day.
Hey, gang, how about if we share what we wrote down, what we're afraid of?
Yeah. Good idea.
I'm afraid of big, growling dogs.
Well, obviously I wrote storms,
Yeah.
but I also made a second one that said high places.
Ooh, and I wrote beards because I'm afraid of beards, like Bear's beard.
Oh. Well, Turtle wrote he's afraid of the number 13. Silly Turtle. And I wrote that I'm afraid to ride my bike, but really I'm afraid to fall off my bike.
And I wrote that I'm afraid of having my tail tied to another fox's tail, and then a flaming torch stuck between them, and running around all crazy and burning down the fields of the Philistines. Bear, what did you write?
Well, at first I didn't write anything because I'm not afraid. But then I remembered that a lot of people are afraid of snakes. So I wrote snakes down.
You're not afraid of anything?
Nope.
Nothing?
Nope.
Well, that must be nice.
Yeah, it is. You know, I used to be afraid. I used to be afraid of storms and high places and things like that, but I did some research and now I'm not afraid anymore.
Wow. That's a great idea.
Yeah,
I'm really glad to know that works.
It's been really, really good for me.
Well, since you're not afraid of high places anymore, would you hang up our paper chain?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yay!
Okay. I got a ladder here. Just make sure it's stable. Okay. Okay, here we go.
Oh.
Okay. It's okay. We're good. Where did we? Are we sure this is a good one, right?
We're just gonna take a quick break while Bear hangs our paper chain. We'll be right back.
Cut!
Dude.
Oh, me. Oh, take a load off. Yeah.
Hey, so,
On my seat again! Come on!
Zach, just...
There's like seats over there for everybody! This one's in my contract. I get the big seat. Oh, that's nice. Oh, gosh.
Hey. So, what's the deal up there? I thought you said you weren't afraid of nothing.
I don't know. I thought I was over it.
Well, what happened?
I don't know. I don't know. I thought I was over being scared of heights.
So, what you're trying to say is that you thought you were done being afraid, but you're still afraid?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, at first I was afraid.
Were you petrified?
Stop. Hey, let him finish.
No, he's right. I was petrified.
Thinking you could never live without me by your side?
Knock it off.
Okay.
Hey, dude, it's not cool to make fun of some things that people are afraid of.
Listen, he's afraid of something that's silly. I mean, who ever heard of being afraid of something that's tall? It's ridiculous.
Maybe someone who's fallen off of a high place and maybe, I don't know, broken a bone.
Good point.
This is silly. I mean, are you also afraid of being clumsy? Because that's what it would take to fall off something that's high. Ah, look, a ladder.
No, it doesn't. It is dangerous to be someplace high, and it's okay to be afraid of that.
Okay. Listen, I thought this was a show for babies, not starring babies.
Zach, quit being such a jerk. Jeremy is legitimately afraid of heights, okay? How would you like it if someone came along and made fun of you for all the things you're afraid of?
Yeah.
I wouldn't care, because I'm not afraid of anything.
Okay, whatever. I've heard it all now.
Everybody is afraid of something.
Yep.
That's right.
But not me.
Okay, raise your hand if you are afraid of something. See?
A bunch of scaredy cats. I'm leaving. I'm going to find some real men to hang out with. Where do they keep those grips? Hey, stagehand, where are you at? Tell me where I can go get somebody to hang out with who likes to actually do real work.
Bye.
Hey guys, thanks for standing up for me. You know, even if you're not afraid of something silly like I am.
Now, no, it's not silly because we're all afraid of something. Yeah. Now, like I said, I really am afraid of big growling dogs.
Yeah, and seriously, I've been afraid of beards since I was like 3 years old. That's not a joke.
Yeah, and I actually am afraid of kittens.
Yeah, and I'm afraid of pirates.
I'm afraid of flies. I mean, the irony.
Thanks, guys.
Now, before we got all onto this and Zach got on his rant about things that he's supposedly not afraid of, you were telling us that you thought that you had gotten over your fear of heights?
Yeah, so like I used to be afraid of heights, so I decided to start doing some research and studying about how, you know, if people are really careful and they're around high places, that it can be safe, and even like people can work their way up to riding roller coasters and stuff like that. And I don't know, I thought it worked, but I guess it didn't.
Well, maybe it's because you trusted the wrong things.
What do you mean?
Well, you know, you trust the books that you read and things like that, but I don't know. I mean, maybe you should have trusted God.
Well, I mean, I do trust God.
Yeah, but maybe you should trust God with your fears.
I think what he's trying to say is, have you prayed to God and asked God for courage to overcome your fear?
Yeah, I guess not.
That might have been your mistake. You trusted that if you learned enough and you just trusted yourself enough that you'd overcome your fear. But the Bible tells us that God is the one who helps us overcome our fears.
And King David in the Bible wrote in Psalms that when I am afraid, I will trust in God.
Yeah. I mean, I think they're all right. I mean, you're studying and working on overcoming your fears. It's not a bad thing, but I think the wisest and the best thing for you to do would be to trust God with your fears.
That makes sense. Hey, thanks, guys. I mean, you've made me feel so much better. You know, I was really embarrassed about, being scared of something, but now to know that I'm not alone in my fears, like that just makes me feel so much better.
You babies still talking about things you're afraid of. Oh my gosh, look! A giant crayon on set. Ah! Look out! It's a huge paperclip. Oh my goodness, look out!
Zach.
A boom mic.
Hey, Zach, you've got a spider.
Yes, a spider. That's
No.
good. Yeah.
No.
No, you